Hi, so I have no idea how to start this, but we're just gonna go for it. My name is Kelly. I moved to Disney World a month ago to do the Cultural Representative program. I am from South Africa. I have applied for this program many times, so it kind of feels like a little bit of that's a lie, a big dream come true. And when I found out that I got the program, I did say I wanted to kind of document it. My arm's already getting tired, so I don't know how good I'll be at this. But I definitely want to try. I wanted to film everything perfectly to a T, and I realized that's just not going to happen. So this is coming out a month after I've moved. And I was humming and hawing because it's not quite as perfect as I wanted to be, but I realized if I'm waiting for perfect, I'm probably never going to put anything out there. And I need like a starting point. Not that you need to know what my life problems are, but kind of my mentality is it's never going to be 100% perfect. The footage is definitely not perfect, but I recorded bits and bobs of me moving to Florida and then moving actually into Flamingo. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, she's not perfect, but she's fun. She's real. It's what the footage I've got, and it would be a pity to waste it because it's my memories. And yeah, so without further ado, here we go. Security, passport control and stuff. I have about an hour and a bit to kill, so I'm just gonna have a wander around duty free, but hopefully everything else from here is smooth. I think coming through security is like the most daunting part, but we'll see how it goes on the connecting flight. Pixar movies. Look at the little Herbie. It's very cute. I arrived here yesterday. I obviously had to travel from South Africa. That was a very long day and I'm very tired, but we are pushing through. We're going to try and get over the jet lag. Hopefully I can try and stay awake most of the day and then I get a good night's rest tonight. So I traveled to Dubai. That was an 8.5-hour flight. I had a 3-hour layover and then 16 hours to Orlando. I was at the airport for quite a while because when you apply for Disney, one of the things they say you require when you upon arrival, your immigration stuff, is an I-94 document. Managed to eventually get that, but I sorted it out actually once I arrived. So if that is something you need to deal with, it's fairly straightforward. So, and then just talking about the traveling a bit. So left South Africa, going through passport control was all good. I was picked and pulled aside for a random security check. They didn't take all my bags, they just took one of them and just randomly checked it, but obviously that was all good. Dubai was really quick, and then for the second leg of the flight I did get extra leg space, which was great because the second flight was packed to the brim. And then for the first leg of the flight I had a whole road to myself, which was great. And then arriving in the US, went through immigration, all that. The little sniffy doggy was called Stitch, which was quite cute. Yeah, no issues. That was very straightforward.
Just the ones take home. Watch the moments unfold.
Hello. So at the moment I'm just trying to get prepared for tomorrow. I am moving to Flamingo tomorrow, which is very exciting, but it's a little bit chaotic at the moment. I definitely will have my hands full tomorrow, but as much as I can, I want to make my life super easy. While I'm doing that, I've just put Heartstopper on in the background because why not? But yeah, that's the big stuff for now. Yeah. I'm moving into West today, so I need to get an Uber from here where I am staying is All-Star Munis, and the Uber will take about 15 minutes. So my plan at the minute is to try and be out of the room by 7:15 and then go take a walk downstairs. It's going to take me a little bit longer to walk with everything, but we will manage. Then from there, get an Uber. It's quite early, so I'm wondering it might take a little bit longer. But yeah, hopefully order the Uber by 7:30 and then be on the way maybe 10 minutes later or so. So then I'll get there in like maybe 5 to 8. So I am ready to move in. She looks a bit more human now. Yeah. Pretty much bag situation sort of under control. Just need to pack up the last couple of things, like my makeup, the things that I just use now. I'm nervous, I'm excited, I'm early, but I think what I'm going to do is just go take a walk down to the food court section and just have something to drink because, I mean, might as well. This is the bag situation that I need to get to Flamingo. I should manage, but it is quite a bit. I managed to shove quite a bit of stuff in the suitcase to make it a bit easier, but we shall get there.